I love having my horses at home. I would not give this up for anything. But one of the chores that I like least about having my horses at home is cleaning stalls. You have to spend a lot of extra time sifting through the bedding, and even when you do that and you're really careful, you still end up with waste. But I have found the most incredible option for bedding, and it's super, super easy to clean. Are you curious what it is? Wood pellets. Hello my equestrian friends, it's me Lisa, the Budget Equestrian. Welcome back to a new video, and again, I'm really dirty because I have been spending all afternoon playing in my horse's stalls. I've been stripping out Timon's stall. I am standing in Timon's stall right now and rebedding it down with wood pellets. Now, when I first brought them home, I wasn't sure what type of bedding they were used to, so I went ahead and got wood shavings, and I used 3 bags of shavings in this stall, and I think it's like 10 by 12, so not huge, but within 48 hours, Timon had demolished this stall. All of the shavings were like brown. They looked like manure. You couldn't even tell hardly that there was any shavings in here because it was so compacted down. So I said, you know what? I don't like that. I'm gonna go back to using the pellet bedding. And have you ever seen wood pellets? Do they have them in your area? If you haven't used this type of bedding before, I would highly encourage you to at least find out if they have it. This stuff is awesome. It's very cost effective and it makes a super soft bed for your horse. The best part is how easy and how fast you can clean stalls when you're using the pelletized bedding. Now, the pelletized animal bedding is, like I said, a great option if you have a horse that moves around a lot in his stall. My horse Timon destroys his stall and he moves around the stall, so this mixes in the manure piles with all of the bedding, meaning it's not easy to clean. There's manure everywhere, so you literally have to pick through every portion of the stall to remove the manure from the bedding. Pumbaa, on the other hand, is a super neat and tidy horse. He poops in a pile. So his is super easy to clean, and he also poops outside, which is very cool. It's outside, super easy to clean, especially now that I have my pens all in order. But what really sets these wood pellets apart is how fluffy they get. So when you open up the packaging, it's pellets. It looks almost like horse pellets, like if you had hay pellets, but it's wood. And you just add a little bit of water to it, they expand, and you have an awesome bed for your horse. Okay, so back to Timon's stall as my example. His stall is a mess. This horse, that's the only flaw I think that he has, is he tears up his stall, which isn't, a huge deal, but I want to make sure that I can keep his stall as nice as I can so that it's comfortable for him. So for this example, what I did was I stripped out all of the yucky bedding from his stall. A bag of stall dry and sprinkled that on all of the wet spots. Then I grabbed 4 bags of the pelletized bedding and spread them out in the stall. Now, this is the super fun part. Once I had the bags all situated, then all I had to do was apply some water to turn the wood pellets into like a dust, almost like a sawdust. And this is the funnest part. It is totally like a science experiment. Just add a little water and poof, the pellets totally expand. Awesome. It's super fun to do. So even if you don't have water in your stall, like I don't have running water out in my barn, I just grab one of the horse buckets, grab some water from the water trough, and add the water to each bag of the pellets. Once they have expanded some, then I go ahead and dump them out and then spread them throughout the stall. Now for this stall, I did use 4 bags. Now that will give me a really nice base that I can build upon. And I will only need to add like 1 bag per week of the pellet bedding versus if I was doing this with wood shavings. And it's been my experience that wood shavings are more expensive than the pellet bedding. They're larger, they take up more space, and they're just not quite as cost effective. Whereas the pelleted bedding, that is a much more cost effective option. So let's look at it this way. 1 month of shavings versus 1 month of wood pellets. The wood pellets cost $5.99 a bag. So $6 a bag for pellets. The wood shavings are $8 a bag. So most likely I will be using 8 bags of pellets in his stall for the month. So 8 bags of the wood pellets cost $48. Versus the wood shavings, I would probably need at least 15 bags of shavings for the month for Timon's stall because he's a little bit messy, which equals out to $120 a month. So you can see how much money you can save by using the pelleted bedding. It's pretty clear, right? And not only do the pellets help to save me money, they really help to save me time too. And the compact size of these bags, I can store these super easy in my barn and they take up a lot less space than the bags of wood shavings. So I call this a triple win. I spend less time cleaning stalls, but my stalls are in great shape, leaving me much more time to spend with my horses instead of cleaning up after them. I think once you've tried the pelleted bedding, I think you'll really see the benefit of it. So I would highly encourage you, check out your local feed stores and in your area and see if they offer the pelleted bedding. A lot of people use the wood pellets for like pellet stoves. You just want to make sure you don't get any pellets that have anything in it, like people use for their smokers and stuff. Don't get any wood pellets that have stuff added to them that are meant for like smoking food. Like I said, I think once you try the wood pellets, you're going to be so happy. You'll never go back to the traditional wood shavings again. Pretty sure about that. Happy horse keeping. All right, one thing that is so cool about these bedding pellets is how they react to water. So what you can do is just open up the bag, put some cuts in it, and you can see it's wood pellets. Pretty cool, huh? Now, I don't like my horses to sleep on hard pellets because that would be painful. So you can either get all of the pellets wet, or if you don't have water in your barn, you can simply add some water and then the pellets will start to expand. Can you see that? Oh my god, that's so cool. Look at that. growing. Isn't that awesome? And now I have sawdust. So that's one way to do it. The other way is to open up the bags and then add a little bit of water. But this way is actually really simple. Just add some water, give it a minute, and then the pellets start to expand. It's like magic. You can just